Hey y'all, I don't know how much light we have, but maybe this will it'll keep me short and intact. Um or succinct. In brevity we trust. Um it's yours truly, Armando, the wild and high priest, formerly known as the Mile High Priest. Still, my handle is still Mile High Priest, right? Anyway, I was inspired by San from Sanskrit Tarot. Um, she had a lot to say recently on this post in which she mostly rambled. And I mean that dearly. Like, she made an hour-long video just talking about her experience. I had a not like I hold her in this regard, like she's a well-known YouTuber and I'm like a tiny baby, not well known. But I have this not a similar but maybe very parallel story where in the last year there are many reasons why I left Denver. One of them being because the rent was really high. I was living alone. And now I actually do have a roommate, and I have been, like I told you, I think I've been traveling around. Anyway, yes. It's sunset, it's Jupiter's day. I know I have really bad ADHD. Like, it's Mercury hour, so this is good. This is great. I have a few minutes before sunset. I've been traveling, seeing friends, staying with family. My family was like, "Can you get out of here?" I stayed with my parents for a little bit, and we were just not. We don't really get along, unfortunately. I mean, what can you say? Like, my mother and I, we grew up together, but we don't actually like each other. I tried liking them. Like, I think the way that my father describes me is like I come in like a wrecking ball. And it's not cute. Like, the song is fun, like when Miley Cyrus sings it, but in reality, like, I'm a Mars driven person, very masculine, even though I know I'm not like the most masculine person. I'm Mars and Scorpio people are small, but I think that's so cool because it's Mars and Scorpio people are small. Did I say that? Like, we're ruled by Mars when it comes to like. It depends, right, on your natal chart, but I'm heavily like Mars driven, so it's been an up and down wild ride. Mars and Scorpio people are small, but we are like maximum like warrior. Like, we will we will kill Bill a bee. Just saying that for fun, but it really has been a tough, wild ride for me. I even lived in New York City for a few years, and that was on my Mars line, or I was on my Mars line when I was there. I don't know too much about astrocartography, but it seems like I do know some about it. I've spoken to some folks about it, and I try not to take too much lead in those readings because I think there's a lot more than like an astrologer reading an astrocartography chart. And this is me coming from a very like critical point of view. Like, do we really need to give into trends just because it's trendy to be like astrocartography? Like, I don't know. There's a lot. There are governments involved and like groups of people. So anyway, in Colorado, I was on my Neptune line, and I think that's when, like, in regards to a similar storyline, like with San, like I it felt very like psychosis. I'm not gonna lie, but it seemed like the my black and white thinking was like coming, like it was like my two worlds were like the black and white worlds were like colliding, and it was like I was being given the choice to step into like Technicolor, like see, and so it could be very much like I was in this psychological, spiritual kind of warfare, and I don't know, there's so many things I can say about living in Colorado, being on my Neptune line, like how crazy spiritual I was and how crazy and spiritual I have been. I can't blame anyone, but there have been a lot of like obsessive tendencies that kind of came out when I was in Colorado, and like I lost my job, I lost a lot. So I can say like coming into the new earth means I had to give up a lot, but also I took part in that maybe because I like totally, it was like I like went through this baptismal like take me universe, take me, like wipe me out. And it sort of has, like, I've shifted into this new reality. Like maybe this is the new earth. Like I when I saw San's video, I was like, wow, like it's good to hear from other people, like another highly spiritual person, like having gone through what she went through, and like my life is kind of coming back together. But now I feel very, very magnetic. Like I attract people, like I just, like, it seems like a good problem to have, right? Like to attract, but maybe what I want to attract is like the lottery win. like money come to me. But it seems like I attract people, and it's just wild. And then it was very much like the valley of the shadow of you know what, and in me going home, seeing my parents, facing them, and I don't really want to call them out, but it very much is like it was my older sister who was the black sheep. And then it shifted to me after my older sister was like, I ain't having any of this. And she's a Virgo and I'm a Pisces, so it's very like symbolic in my head that we would be like the martyrs of the family. And my sisters probably don't want me to talk about this sort of stuff, but because I love my sisters, my parents are something else. So like it really is like my mother. And I've also heard and watched other, especially like even women, like I'm so happy that women post this. I haven't heard this from a lot of men. Maybe I have, but like maybe women are really significant. Like I've really been able to find my mother in a lot of women, in a lot of other mothers, in a lot of my friends. And it's not that I like look for my mom, like, are you my mother? Like, it's not like that. Like, it's just like other mothers come to me and they mother me, they support me. The support that maybe in a wishful, like idealistic, fairy tale sort of way, like the love and support that I wanted from my mother, like I get it from everyone else. A lot of my friends that are moms, even my friends that are not moms, a lot of women in my life. And that's not to say that like every woman has been good to me, but in this shifting, I don't know how to even address it. Like, I never really thought I would be addressing it as such, like me coming into this new earth sort of vibration. I didn't know like others felt like this. I didn't know others were going through like these colliding kaleidoscope times. Like I went through what I can describe, like I could really say from like 2019 until like this year 2025, I've been going through something. And I know in 2019 I like cast a circle and I was like, it was very involved. I was like, I'm ready. And then I went through my divorce. It's like job loss after job loss, like money, like salaries, and then losing, and like up, and it's been like intense, and it's been a lot of fighting with men. And like this week again, like just working with men, and like it's just so, I don't know, like I don't know, I don't get the same, like, and I know I'm like just considering these two genders, but like I know there's a whole spectrum and whatnot. But this isn't a talk about identity. It's just like, it's like the men department and then the women. And the way men treat me, it's very like they want to control me. And I know women faces, like, and I'm a man, and like, but men, like I feel they're pure, they're like they're following me, and I'm like, like and this isn't the psychosis part. Like, it really isn't. It just is like the way, like, even just a few days ago, I was like, there was this man like 50 feet away from me, like locked in, and I was like, run. I had to run. But that's kind of what it's been like it's felt like men lock into me. And I've experienced this with some women, but that magnetism is really like a lot. And maybe this is the antithesis to it. Like, fame is weird to me, and I don't mean like I'm some kind of famous person. I just mean like fame as in public, like facing the public. Like I don't know if I would ever feel comfortable. I've never felt comfortable to do this, to like talk and like with intentions of posting this. So just because I'm rambling, I don't want to come off as like super like what is, like, yes, I have major ADHD issues. Some I don't really even care. I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I have a lot where I haven't said enough. Now I have a lot to say, and so this is part of it. This is part of me facing that, like, fame, the public, me in the community, me in the online sphere. And I know it's not a really good time to be online, to be on the internet, but maybe that's why I feel comfortable, because to circle back to the Mars and Scorpio conversation, like it is like we see what's not there, we see what's hidden, we see what others don't think we can. Being like super Scorpio, like meaning I have Mars and Saturn and Pluto in Scorpio, amongst other, I guess, things. But being a Mars ruled person, like Mars ruling my chart, Mars being in Scorpio in my natal chart, like that means people tell me, even when I don't want even when I don't like, I don't even ask, people tell me a lot. And so maybe it's sort of my time to come out and say, like, to come out and tell y'all what I see, which is what I've been doing with the channel, is like duh, like that's part of me being psychic, part of me having this. I'm so sorry that I'm burpy. I was spoon feeding myself garlic and cheese, which is so gross. I'm like, oh my god, I don't even like cheese. Well, I like Parmigiano a lot. Like, I love my Italian cheeses, but I don't really like American stuff, processed cheese, you know, unless it's like cheddar on my burger. But yes, me talking about what I see, being just being encouraged indirectly by signs, reading, meaning being inspired to talk about what I thought was psychosis. I was in therapy too. I even told my therapist, I'm like, so I think I'm like testing this psychosis aspect of the brain. And like, we have to like tinker with it. Like as a psychic, I think we wonder, like, are we crazy? Do we hear things? But it really did feel like everything was synchronizing. Things were like becoming synchronized, more than just numbers. It was like, I don't even watch TV, but I was watching readings, or I was watching YouTube, or I would, like, someone would say something and I'm like, it was like deja vu times a million. And I was like, what? Like, why? And I even went to my friend and I was like, hey, like, this is happening. And thankfully they're in a really good spirit. Like, they really didn't affirm or try to confirm or deny. They just were there to listen, and they were maybe also inspired. And it seems like I'm not taking any credit for it, but it seems like they've unlocked this spiritual awakening within themselves. And it was like they were there at the right time, which that's my Virgo friend and I've, like, we separate from each, like, we will live across the US and then we'll come back together. So it's really poignant. It's really like meaningful that she was there. She was there in Colorado and Denver, where I was as I was going through all that. And she was like really holding space. And she really didn't see me as someone going through psychosis. It was like she saw me as someone like who can see, and who can more than like see and hear what's not there. Like, I perceive and sense, and in no way, shape, or form do I want to like manifest. I don't want to manipulate for you. I mean, if I could, and I think I can, like, I want to create good for you. Like, I also want you to be magnetic, like, as in draw in what you want, not like men following you around. But yeah, it somehow it was like, you know how the snake recoils, or how the coil recoils. It's now like I'm spiraling back out in a way where it's not like spiral out, but like more like yeah, the new Earth. I'm sort of in it. So yeah, I want y'all to know that I'm safe. Even my vitals. I was talking to that same friend. I was like, my blood pressure is like very normal. In Denver, I was like I was living in fear and I was struggling. It I think the people that I was surrounded, it's not about Denver, it's just like the people that I was surrounded by for the most part did not have my best interest in a lot of people are very supportive, and I have a lot of good friends that I had to leave behind. Good people that I work with especially at the gem shop. But then it was like even people that I trusted. On the other hand, it's so wicked in a way. Like maybe people really do manifest from you, and like the whole destiny swapping is like really, it was intense for a hot minute. But I don't know. I'm like, you gotta talk to God at that point. Like, God, what the is going on? But anyway, that paradigm shift video with Cerberus, the black dogs. You guys hear me talking about black dogs all the time. But yeah, they're very symbolic, or that symbol is symbolic of Mars in Scorpio. And Mars in Scorpio is sort of like Pluto Junior in a way. It's like maybe I do feel like that watchful black dog. Like I can see what others don't see, and as of late, yeah, that's what I've been seeing. Is like it's not even meant to be scary. Like I don't know if I get scared. Like, do I? I'm like, I've lived in New York City. Like, like I be in the wrong street sometimes. Like, what? But really, what I mean is like, just seeing unconscious behavior, seeing people's behavior, and now I want to become better about not being the nice guy and not playing the nice guy all the time. Like knowing I have angelic support, I have support from God, from the goddesses, I have this watchful eye. I don't want to be paranoid. I'm not psychotic. I live in this technicolor world. I'm not between black and white. Like I feel I came from that. And like me being and my parents, like there was this freak accident involving a black dog, which was just like, what the, and like my mom is like very much in denial, and like I had to leave. Like my mom, like I'm over 40 years old. Like what? Like yeah. On one hand, what was I doing at home? But on the other hand, why does it come down to like my mom threatening to call the police on me? And I'm like, why would a mother do that? Like, just because I stand up to myself. Like, yeah, we got into these like yelling matches or like fighting, but it's like, how are you yelling? And then you don't want me to yell, but you're yelling, and then you're threatening to call the police on me. Like, how does this work? Anyway, she'll deny, and I don't know what what do I give an F about? Like, but I don't know. Maybe I just want to feel comfortable and like total full exposure, and I don't want sympathy. I maybe in a way I was thinking like, should I start a channel in which I just kind of ramble like I'm doing now, but hopefully people will just skip this message if they don't really want to hear it, and they'll just stick to the readings, and I'll just post sometimes when I'm rambling, but this is all very spiritual, and really I just want to end the message by saying like I am now in a really good living situation. Hopefully I get more money or income, steady income, and I can we'll start filling in the space, because right now I'm waiting to get furniture, and then also waiting to get a lot of my stuff out of storage from Denver. So this apartment will start to feel like my home. Right now it's really empty. So, I apologize about all the echoes. Again, I'm not asking for like sympathy or like, you being here listening to me, I feel like that's enough. And maybe this just reaches people that are also like wondering what the F is going on, and why we're going through all of this, and why, like, what does it really mean to live through this astrology, to live through this magic, to live through the tarot? Like, what is it? I don't know what, but yeah, let's just maybe choose a card if you're here. Let's just, Kim Kranz. It's funny when Saturn was going through her cards, and she's like, this doesn't speak to me. That deck, I've used it to read, but I don't really like it. What's it called? I can't even think about it, because I got rid of that deck. It was just not, I don't know, I don't really like it. It's the same one that does the Muse, the Lights Years Tarot. It's really hip on YouTube, but a lot of people have that deck and use it, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I like the artist creator, like she's also a designer. She's a brand director, designer person. But I'm like, I don't really vibe with that deck. And maybe I shouldn't talk shit about it. It's just like, I don't really get anything out of it. But I love Kim Kranz. I'm like, but I love Kim Kranz. She's a cool mom too. Holy look at this. Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords. Okay. Yes. Through my crazy Denver experience, this is what I come out with. So I hope that I can assure you and reassert this and reaffirm this in your life, that you can come out of this bullshit too. You can come out of people trying to F with you and backstab you and take your place. You can come into love. And it really wasn't like that was my experience in Denver. What's here? Oh, the devil in the world. Wow. Yeah, look, out of the bad, I think it was about making good choices. That's what Denver taught me. Like, life can be, wow, Four of Cups. Oh my God, Father of Cups, the Hangman. Three of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. And then I have the Four of Cups here. Yeah, Four of Cups. Four of Swords. Black Sheep. Discontent. Work, but force, struggle, force. My stomach is always talking, y'all. I think it has a lot to do with the sacral. Like, it just is on. Like, I feel others, like, needs and desires and wants. A strategy to get out of there and to learn my karma. Okay, to come out of that experience in this spiritual, emotional, like, get me the F out, 10 of Pentacles, go watch the Aquarius reading. I think it's very enlightening. Yes. Wow, cool. Yeah. The gates, you can make it through. You can be in a 5 of Pentacles zone. You can take the wheel. You can ask God to help you. You can go through this low point and come out, and you can yeah, you can. There's magic in the world. And now I want to talk about it. Now I want to I do want to tell you guys I've been attempting to lead a normal life. But this is as normal as it gets, and it's not normal. Please be assured that there are a lot of good people around me. Even though my mom is weird, she's such a weirdo. Like, my dad is under her, like, conservatorship. My dad is under her control, but, like, I shouldn't talk about her like that. I just, there's the control stems from there, and, like, me allowing it. It is about me allowing it, and then all of a sudden coming into this whole new reality, me showing up at their doorstep and not allowing it, and them just scrambling. Like, I guess that's my cue. Anyway, I've said a lot, right? I know not everyone will agree. But with that, take whatever you can from this. It's quite an experience. It's quite a show. And I am a believer, a practitioner. I'm a magic person. So all my love. And yeah, I know I'm scared of a lot of the parasocial relationships, but, like, maybe this will help to break a lot of that away. And, like, I've tried many things to, like, not draw a lot of people in, but people are drawn in. And I don't know, I suppose that I have to gain control of that, right? Like, if I'm going to be a leader, I'm not going to be a cult leader. I'm going to be, like, a good spiritual leader. Okay, thank you. More furniture to arrive. Hopefully art soon. It's going to be a few weeks, but we're getting through it. I've lived through the worst, and, like, this is it. This is nothing. Papitas, French fries. Ciao.